everyone, it's Rebecca here at Why Mermaids, and happy day after Thanksgiving! I know you're all sitting at home right now, stuffed full of turkey and mashed potatoes, and so that's why you're watching this on a Friday, and I thank you for that. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. To celebrate today, I am going to do the Bookish Thanksgiving Tag. This tag was created by Becca and Erica at Fangirl City, and I just really wanted to do a Thanksgiving tag, so I was not tagged in it. I just Googled and I found it and I wanted to do it, so here we are. Question 1 is for bread. What book is purely fluff and doesn't really have a plot or substance? I'm gonna go with The Selection by Kiera. I love this book, but it's very fluffy. It's very, very fluffy, but I loved it. So it's not a hate on The Selection, it's just, it's fluffy. It's fluffy, and you know that if you've read it. It's fluffy, but I still recommend it. Number 2 is Turkey. What book made you want to fall asleep? A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. Alright, so again, I actually really like this book. I'm only not far in it. I'm like there. I'm reading it still, currently, and I do really like it, but the beginning part of it is very slow. So it's very interesting and intriguing, but like sometimes you go through an entire chapter and all she did was like make a cup of tea. So yeah, it's a slow-paced book, but it is very good. Number 3 is Gravy. What book in a series made the whole series worth reading? So I took it, this question is like, what? Because if the first book, you're just gonna, you know, whatever. If you like it, it doesn't really matter, but like I'm taking it as like the end book in a series because you had to get through all the books to get there. So I went with Return of the King of the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien because I think this one is my favorite of the 3 in the Lord of the Rings. It's very good and it's got lots of action and it's just really good. It's really good, and it makes getting through, sometimes Fellowship can be a little hard to get into because of the writing style, but this one makes it worth it. Number 4 is for stuffing. And what book is stuffed full of action scenes? Alright, so this one, it's stuffed full of action scenes, but it's also stuffed full of not action scenes, and that's A Storm of Swords in the Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire saga by George R.R. Martin. This one has a lot of like, I think this is the one, it has a lot of weddings in it, and a lot of death in it. So there's a lot of action, but there's also a lot of slow parts. I mean, look how thick this thing is, and it's teeny tiny font. So yeah, it has a lot of action, but it also doesn't have a lot of action, but it's really good. Number 5 is Mashed Potatoes. What book looked good, but then wasn't? Are people hating on mashed potatoes? Like, mashed potatoes are delicious. What kind of question is this? Anyway, the answer to that is Atlantia by Ali Condie, or really Matched by Ali Condie too. I had such high hopes. Such high hopes. And Atlantia is really pretty too. Number 6 is Cranberries, and it's which book has the sweetest romance? I'm gonna go with Anne of the Island by L.M. Montgomery. This is part of the Anne of Green Gables series, and this is the one where she and so-and-so get together finally, I believe. It's kind of a spoiler. I mean, not really. It's not really a spoiler. I'm not telling you who it is, just that it takes this long for them to kind of get together. Anyway, but I really love their romance. I love the romance in this series. A lot of people overlook it, but I think it's really sweet and simple and beautiful. 7 is for Corn, and what's the corniest book you've ever read? I really don't know. I struggled with this one. I mean, I could go with The Selection again because it's pretty corny and cheesy at times too, so I'm probably gonna go with that as my official answer. So yeah, we're gonna go with The Selection series again. I do love it. It's just, it's really cheesy and corny, but it's fluffy, cheesy, and corny. It's an interesting description there, but it's really good, but fluffy and cheesy and corny. 8 is Green Beans, and it's which book is too long and needs to be shortened? The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I mean, it's a chunker, and it's small font, and it's long, and parts of it should have been cut out because it's too long. Number 9 is Pumpkin Pie, and it's what book do you read to get out of a reading slump? Contemporaries generally, because they're shorter and easier to get through. So contemporaries, and if I'm really slumping that hard, then I'll probably just like reread Harry Potter or something. So, and then 10 is Dog or Cat. Okay. A What's your favorite Thanksgiving food that you would steal from the table? Because dogs and cats like to steal it from the table. Green bean casserole is my favorite. It's my favorite and it's delicious. Well, that is it today for my Thanksgiving book question tag thing. I really enjoyed doing it. I love Thanksgiving. Not as much as Christmas, but I do love Thanksgiving because it's a time for all of us to come together as a family and celebrate things that we're grateful for and thankful for, and we should do that more often than just one day of the year. Let me know some of your favorite Thanksgiving foods down in the comments below and what you're thankful for this year. And that's it for me today. Happy post-Thanksgiving Turkey Slump Day. I'll see you next time.